Hello. I'm so happy that you're here. Let's get into it. So, I wanted to just pop in here and make a very quick, easy little video going through the different unique stop signs of the world. If you play any GeoGuessr at all, you definitely already know all of this, but I think it's kind of cool, and I think there are definitely some iconic stop signs that everybody should know. I don't know how helpful it will be, but if you learn something from this video, let me know. I'll include the link to this map in the description, and you can kind of just play it if that helps you or whatever. Okay, cool. So let's get into it. Here we are already starting off with maybe one of my favorites just because I love the script that Cambodia uses. So obviously this is going to be the one for Cambodia, very unique, nothing else looks like it. There's also these like circular palm trees that is a super helpful clue for Cambodia. And then here we are in Australia. This is like a very weird one. I actually did look it up because I was like, what on earth do these three like what are these black dots all about? I also wonder and think that these three black dots on the stop sign is unique to New South Wales. It might even be unique to Sydney. So if you know that, let me know. But I truly don't have any idea. Um, but yeah, the three black dots, I'm pretty sure it just means that, like, if the power goes out or something, then you're supposed to treat the intersection like a stop sign, I guess. So that kind of makes sense. And then here we are in Singapore. I also really like this one for whatever reason with the extra little bit of white border. Super unique. You're not going to see anywhere else. So if you see that, you know you're in Singapore. Even though Singapore is, for whatever reason, one of the most like iconic and easy places to recognize for whatever reason. And then here we are in Malaysia with this word that, we can only assume means stop. So if you see that, you know you're somewhere in Malaysia. This is a very helpful one to know, in my opinion. Here we are in Thailand. We even have like this flag for Thailand. Another clue is that a lot of the signs in Thailand have this black bottom of the post. But you'll see this script and you will see three letters. In Lao, the stop sign looks similar, but there are only two characters. So just be aware of that. Hopefully we'll come across it. But yeah, let's just run through it like a bunch of times and hopefully we get different ones. Here we are in Canada, in Manitoba. So the stop sign, right, looks like any other stop sign, but we have this like green and white stripe on the side of the wooden pole, which I think is going to be something that's exclusive to Manitoba. So kind of look out for that. And then here we are again in Malaysia. Okay, we're obviously going to see some repeats, but whatever. We just blow past it. And here we are in Japan. I mean, you should just be able to recognize that it's Japan, but still kind of a cool and iconic stop sign. The little triangle shape is definitely kind of cool. Here we are in Hong Kong. We have the English word for stop, and then we have this character below. If you see that, you can know you're in Hong Kong. Again, I don't know that I would ever actually run across that stop sign while playing GeoGuessr, but still, I guess, kind of important to include. And then let's see what else we can get. I think we already got Thailand, but here's just a different version of that. Cool. And then here we are. I decided to include this. I mean, we all know that in South America, it says pare on the stop sign. And in all of Central America, it will say alto, which actually is very helpful to kind of know. It kind of can let you know where you are right away if you're ever like not being able to figure it out. Kind of what's interesting and why we know that this is in Chile is because there's this little gap, if you can see it, in the pole. There's this little gap. I will say, although that is unique to Chile, there are so many just regular pole stop signs in Chile as well. So just know that. But here's another example. Here in Chile again, we have pare, we have this little gap. Kind of hard to like, yeah, so many stop signs don't have that little gap, so just be conscious of that. And then here we are in the UAE. Here's the thing. I only included two locations with this type of stop sign in this map in the UAE. But but they also use this exact stop sign in Tunisia, also in Jordan, I'm sure in other countries that aren't on GeoGuessr. So just be warned and remember that. But here we are again, having, like, definitely have to be in the UAE. And then, okay, we're seeing Chile again. Here we are in Canada. If you see the English word for stop and the French word for stop, then you know that you have to be in New Brunswick. If you see French only, you'll be in Quebec, but in New Brunswick, they use both languages. And then I just decided to include a couple that said alto on them that are going to let you know that you're in Mexico. Here we are in Laos. I think I was mentioning this, that it looks similar to the one for Thailand, in my opinion, but it's only 2 characters, not 3. Also, it won't always say stop on the bottom in English, but the ones that I found did say that, so just so you know. And then here we are in Taiwan with this character only. If you see that, it's going to be Taiwan. Again, something I don't think I've ever run across just while playing GeoGuessr. So here we are again in Thailand. I think, like, I'm trying to remember which ones haven't really come up. Hopefully we see them. This is an interesting one. I don't remember where I like got this from, but this no stopping sign that's in a square, I think is unique to Australia, and I'm pretty sure it's unique to New South Wales. So if you see that, probably that, I actually have no idea if that's fully right, but it could be. It definitely could be. Okay, where are we? We're in Hong Kong. Okay, I'm just trying to get us to some new ones because, like, honestly, we've seen these. We've seen these. Okay, here's one we haven't been over yet. This is Turkey. This is, probably the Turkish word for stop, and it's very unique. You won't see that anywhere else. So that is kind of going to let you know where you are right away. Again, we see this Japanese triangle one. Again, we're okay, we need to see some new ones. Maybe in a second, I'll just like cut away from this and we can go into the map that I made and I'll just pull them up. But let's see. Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to. Okay. No stopping again. Okay, cool. So be right back. Okay, hello. So, let's go through the ones that didn't really come up. Here we are in Brazil. I included this just because the black back of sign is so iconic. So the front of it will just say pare. It'll look very like normal like the rest of South America, but if the sign has a black back of sign, then you know you're in Brazil. And then also I feel like there were a few more in Canada that I didn't get to. No, that's the one we kind of saw. These I'm not exactly sure. I noticed that, like, in Canada, I will see stop signs that are attached to, like, lights like this. So I don't know if that's real or not, but I think that if you see that and you're like, am I US or Canada? I think you're going to be in Canada. I think. So just, yeah, let me show you another example as well. Yeah, here's another one where the stop sign is kind of attached to like a light. So yeah, I don't know. I noticed that for sure. We saw that there is French only on the stop sign in Quebec. And we saw that there is French and English in New Brunswick. And then I think that might be it. Oh no, we didn't actually get to see this iconic one for Israel with the little hand. I've never run across that actually playing GeoGuessr, but there it is. Never will you run across this either. I could not find, I took this one from GeoHints, but truly I've never seen this while playing GeoGuessr, but it's kind of cool to see. I mean, I feel like the Korean language is very recognizable. So yeah, I think that's it. I think we actually hit everything else. Okay, so I think that is going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something. Like this video if you like it and subscribe to my channel. I always am forgetting to say that, but yeah, it's cool to have anybody here watching, and I think that's it.